Well, hello there, guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Desert Rats DLC for Unity and Command 2. Let me lower that volume a bit. It's a bit loud, isn't it? Let's just get it down over to about there. And we are going to be taking a look at the Desert Rats DLC. There are some scenarios also that come with this DLC, but we're really just focusing on the campaign itself. So let's take a look. We've got every single campaign as well for Unity and Command 2, so if you have something you particularly want to see, then let us know. Just to be fair, I am going to go with normal mode instead of like something super easy, but I'm going to admit that I'm fairly new to this actual DLC, or really this game. I played some of it in the past, but it's been a long time. So let's jump in and see what this is about. Right, France surrenders to Axis powers, June 22nd, 1940. Well, maybe we're going to be facing some troops from Vichy, France. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. All right, interesting. So, we'll see how this first battle goes. Let's take a look here. All right. Allies and the Greeks prepare to strike back. Awesome. So I should be able to use some Greek troops here. Retrobits, how you doing? Cheers, man. Appreciate that. Okay, so again, I guess we get some naval bombardment here. And of course, if anybody plays the game, that would help tremendously. I think I can get through it. I pretty much know what to do. I know, for instance, you need HQs, things like that, on the actual battle map. We're going to jump to that strategic map right now, the Epirus Offensive. So on October 28th, 1940, Italy declared an utterly unprovoked war on Greece. The invasion, staged from Italian-occupied Albania, was launched on Mussolini's orders with more wishful thinking than actual preparation. Il Duce's woefully inadequate forces were stopped cold by the tenacious Greek defenders. I am going to love this. So we actually get to play as the Greeks. That's awesome. I should have actually picked a different avatar for this particular video, because I'd love to have taken some Greek fighters. And those of you that know the actual battles on Crete, they were absolutely obliterated, the Germans and the Italians. Hey, Ike. We sent the Italian invaders reeling. Now punish their hubris and launch a counteroffensive. Your main objective is to push the enemy out of Epirus. If the opportunity arises, you are further authorized to advance into Albania. Be aware the Italians are rushing substantial reinforcements to the area, so time is of the essence. Finally, keep in mind that our army is not suited for many direct and bloody assaults. Make diligent use of HQ actions. Alright, so we also have the 3rd Armored Corps at our disposal. And let's just take a look here. So it's been a while since I played the game. There's our HQ, and there's a number of different abilities we can use, for instance, suppressive fire. So I'm going to try to use that suppressive fire over... Do we just put it on our unit? That's a little strange, isn't it? Hold on a second. Maybe a feint attack in order to suppress part of the enemy force. So let's select this unit, and potentially we'll do a suppressive fire action with him. Let me just see here. Just make sure that's where we want to advance from, because we've got other units over here. And surely we can advance this way and attack that enemy unit, the DA Giulia Italian Alpine units. And I think actually for this one, I might just go for a good old-fashioned attack. You know what, though? Here's what we'll do. We'll do the set-piece attack. And now we'll go for the direct attack. One more strike on that guy would wipe him out. That's good enough. It also looks like they're fairly weak over here in the Sarand area. Call me Squid. Dave, how you doing? Use pizza vans for tanks. It's not a lie. It's historical fact is what it is. That's why it's so funny. All right, here we go. So getting across here is going to be interesting. We could rush across and hit that unit, wiping them out, but that leaves this bridge open and obviously the HQ open over here. That's just some good old-fashioned suppressive fire. That worked out pretty well. I'd love to switch these guys. Can we do that? That was a mistake. See, we should have moved this guy first, but I don't think we can leave that unit there. I think it's way too dangerous. Now, what about up here in the north? I almost feel like we can bust right through, but evidently not. They would defend fairly well, so let's go for maybe some feint attacks. Maybe another feint attack over here. Actually, we'll do it with this unit, because this guy's leveled up, so he should do more damage. And he's got no defenses. There we go. Sending those Italians reeling, but there's still quite a lot of them. And over there, Piemonte seems to be a fairly strong group. The pizza vans for tanks comment really does deserve a prize. That was good. Ma perché? Because that is what we do. Far more egregious action that the Italians commit is the dubbing of films. That's a conversation for another day, though. Most people know how I feel about that. However, yeah, on turn 2, we're going to be getting reinforcements. And again, guys, if any of you have experience with this game, feel free to provide tips. I have not played it in so long, but they constantly send me the DLC, and I've been really bad with following up on it. I actually really like this game and really like the company behind it. Just haven't found time for it, really. Yeah, we have units outside of the supply network. It's going to be this one. I guess we bring him in, because they're not going to cross the bridge. Or at least I hope they don't cross the bridge. And this guy's going to be out of supply as well. Now let's just take a look. Create new hub and supply network. Let's see the existing supply network. So it's okay. This guy's out of supply. We could increase it over here. Yep, to 2. Let's do that. In Ionia. And we'll end the turn. They are digging in. Fair enough. I believe... Okay, I believe we can use the tanks now. Well, infantry at least. So, let's take a look. He's out of supply. I see. Okay, that's not good. So let's get this guy back in supply. That should be good enough. Like right there, I think. This guy is just barely in supply. He should still be able to do a suppressive attack. So let's do that. Or a feint attack anyway. And he actually leveled up. And we're going to move back right to the HQ so he gets that supply. Same thing over here. Another feint attack. Although no, it looks like we're not going to be able to go for a feint attack. What about here? There we go. We are going to take a loss, but I think it's worth it, just to weaken this unit. And it looks like they moved out of Forze, took some prisoners, and also took this area. Let's make sure, though, that the supply is actually getting to the troops. And it is indeed. We could probably expand that, though. No, we can't. All right, we'd have to get rid of this supply, and I don't really want to do that. Oh, nice. You recently bought the DLC for this game and got your butt kicked. That is good. So we've got a good DLC so far. Very cool. Maybe we just move right through? Yeah, I think so. Although we're going to be out of supply there. That's why we have to be careful with the movement. We can deploy this corps now, though. Nice. Molto bene. And again, we're going for Pogradec, Kilsura, and Himare. These are the main areas, I believe, that we're supposed to capture. Do we just go across the bridge? I guess so. Seems a little too easy, but all right. Usually when things are too easy, that means that there's an ambush or something waiting for us, so I'm just being a bit cautious. And again, I don't think the enemy would go here, but just to make sure, I think I should probably stay there and watch that southern bank of the river. Let's end that turn. So we got some sort of reward for taking Corce so quickly. That's pretty cool. Take by turn 4. Neat. Let's hope we can hold on to it, though. And getting over to Pogradec, there's all these, like, mountains in the way. I think it's going to be a tough push. And this guy is already suffering from a lack of supply. We also didn't take Julia. But here's what we are going to do. We're going to continue our feint attacks. Can move this fellow back. Oh, yeah. And I'm hoping that's going to be an easy attack here. And maybe we should actually start making our way over here to Klisura. We can't have everybody focused on multiple areas, though. Obviously, that can lead to a lot of confusion for our forces. These are all Greek forces, too. That's what I absolutely love here. We are getting vengeance. This is Unity of Command 2. It's a good one. It's a good one, as they say. All right, so we are going to take the first here. Lay straight into those Italians. I believe that they are badly wounded. It's a shame we can't retreat and attack again here. Actually, maybe we can. Is there a flip, or is there a switch button? No, I don't think there is, unfortunately. Let's finish them off. We're actually chasing the Italian HQ here. The 9th Armada is right there. The one thing that is frustrating to me is we are out of supply. So, likely next turn, we're going to take some losses. Let's just take a quick look here at the supply. So, see, it is reaching this area. But just barely. I think we're going to stick here for now. And just to cause more confusion, I'm going to rush through with this unit. Obviously, they're going to run out of supply, but I want to get to Sarand. If we actually grab their supply depot, all our guys will be resupplied. So that's another possibility. Skerploop. Yeah, it's always good to have some good dad jokes here in the chat. I'm very appreciative of those. Don't feel like you've done something wrong now. Don't feel like you've done something wrong now, son. I'm a big fan of those dad jokes. Those make my day. Oh, we got somebody to deploy now. Aha! It's the Greek cavalry. My goodness. Slap me with some feta cheese and call me a Turk. Let's end that turn and give it to the Italians. By the way, does anybody know how to tell real feta from fake? I hate to be a stickler on this, but here in Portugal, I've bought a lot of feta cheese that I was under the impression was real until I discovered that if you take a flame, like a lighter or a match, to feta cheese, it'll drip like cheese is supposed to. But if you take it to fake feta cheese, and I'm sure as hell not going to name any companies because this is YouTube. If you take it to fake feta cheese, it will not melt. Don't eat that stuff. It's not good for you. Get the real stuff. I no longer will degrade myself with subpar feta. Here we go, straight for Kilsura, and I think we can take out this Italian group fairly easily here. Boom! Get lost. We can also probably take those prisoners. Although I'm going straight for Kilsura. Is it Klisura or Kilsura? Klisura. And here, we're just trying to go to Saranda. Unfortunately, yeah, Italians are guarding it. Mi dispiace. Don't attack us. We're just having a look. So what I'd like to actually do is maybe even bring this guy through. We can't do it this turn, though, but bring him through, hold that position, and get up here in the woods. But that's simply not something we're going to be able to accomplish right now. What if we did this, though? Yeah, I just want to see, how much we can mess with the enemy. The one thing I don't like about this game is, of course, you've got a certain amount of time in which you have to complete the mission, so you don't really get to experiment too much. I don't think there's any point in attacking him, honestly. Now, this guy, we can completely finish them off, and that's an interesting-looking Italian unit. Wait a minute. Da Giulia. This is the Da Giulia unit. It's the one we were supposed to destroy before. But now is as good a time as ever. Or as any, I should say. Oh, you can zoom in and out? Ooh. I don't think you can. I don't think you can zoom in and out. Maybe I'm just not using the right scroll. I don't know. Not for me, at least. All right. I want to take that 11th Armata because we grab the logistics. We grab the operational HQ. I am going to attack at Pogradec, even though we are going to take some losses. Because you gotta lose some to win some, right? I don't know, something like that. They're all within supply range, so I think I'm just gonna kind of get ready. Get our force from Corche. Ah, you see what I did there? You see what I did? Pretty fancy, eh? Unfortunately, I just noticed this, by the way. They destroyed the damn bridge. So we can repair the bridge with the cavalry unit. I think we should. Well done, man. That was... I wouldn't have noticed that. Because, yeah, this guy still had movement points. Yeah, that was a mistake. Well, then again, if he goes in here, we have him trapped with multiple units. Oh, left shift and spin. I'll try that one next time. Got Ike here from the Unity of Command development team. I'm just kidding. I know you've been a channel member for a long time. Let's see. Ooh, okay. How can we do this? Okay, we can actually cut him off. Not the most honorable approach to this fight, but it is what it is. I'm gonna bring the cavalry around. And again, we're unlikely to be able to do any damage this turn, but it's a start. Might have to pull this guy back. He's not doing so hot. Let's take a look here, because evidently these guys are not getting supplied. Alright. I think all we can really do is get them off those farther tiles, essentially. So we can't create any new hubs. So we'll kind of pull them back. This guy's completely going to be out of supply. Let's pull him back. I know it's frustrating to have to do that, but at least we'll get some weapons, etc., everything we need, and we can move through. Now, over here... Hold on. No. See, even if we have to do it one by one, we are going to make it happen. And get through to Pogradec. They've got some motorized units. I'm not a fan of that. Not one bit, but I do believe we're going to be able to destroy this unit this turn. So that is a nice touch. See, these guys are totally out of supply. Oh, because of the damn bridge again! We're learning. We're learning. That's a nice touch in the game, though. So let's repair the bridge. I was like, why are they not getting supplied? So here's what we're going to do. We could just go ahead and go in for an attack, period. Or we could try to weaken them a bit first. I think that's going to work out a bit better. So let's suppressive attack. And unfortunately, we didn't do much. But they are breached, and obviously they are going to suffer for it. They can't really get past our lines. They're completely out of supply. We've actually got some prisoners over here on top of this hill. And I'm guessing the same issue over here, although we don't have a bridge from what I can see here. So no, we should be able to get through to Pogradec. It's okay. We can get through with our fresher unit. So pull these guys back for supply. I'm gonna get this guy up here just to deliver a suppressive attack. Unfortunately, it's gonna take us a little longer to get through here. We'll deliver another suppressive attack right there. And incredibly, we're gonna be able to actually do some damage. We leveled up as well. Our Greek infantry are pretty pissed at those Italians, and we're actually quite close to Pogradec. Move this guy through. And we have some enemy units en route, so we have to be careful here. Gonna move this guy back into supply as well. So we should be able to attack next turn, and there we go. Not much we could do about our unit there. That's pretty rough. I think that means this unit will be back in supply next turn, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, he's still hurting, which gives us a chance to completely finish him off. But this guy is running out of supply, and I'm sure that bridge is fixed, so I'm not sure why that is. Took some prisoners. And I think we're going to be able to get through Pogradec this turn as well. Look at that. First, we're going to move this guy up the fresher unit. It would be great to be able to take him. We definitely took some losses during that attack, but it was worth it. Yes, it's ours. Pogradec has been liberated, really? Liberated. It's been liberated, and now, of course, our next goal is going to be Kilsuda, but I'm thinking what we can do is maybe come down from Pogradec and help a bit. We'll see. Let's make sure those guys are getting supplied as well. One sec. Yeah, they are. So maybe we suppress him. I think that's it for this turn. All right, nice. Everybody's in supply. That's what I like to see. Of course, our focus is Kilsuda. We could try to go here and kind of hurt enemy supply, but I think it's pretty unsafe. All right, what about this? Suppress. Suppress. Takes a lot on this guy, damn. I don't think we could suppress a third time. Yeah, no, we can't. So here's the thing, at least the cavalry can hurt the enemy unit. That's good enough for me. Bringing him down to 1 is going to be devastating for him. Let's go ahead here. Can we grab our own men? I don't think so. And we might even be able to get the cavalry out. Look at that. And move in the 4th Greek infantry. And there we go. Enemy destroyed right there. Now we can move to Himare, I think fairly unimpeded. And we can move to Kilsuda. I think Kilsuda will be the toughest one to take. Move everybody. So they're actually going to dig in, which is going to make our task much harder, of course. And it looks like, once again, lack of supply. Not sure why that lack of supply is popping up. We'll figure it out pretty soon. In the meantime, I think we have to get through to Saddam. Even though it's not a main objective, we can take the fuel at Himare, which is what we're really looking for. We're going to have to get past these units first, and I think what we'll do is just kind of surround this guy. Suppress. Let's get some emergency supply to him. Wait, how do we bring in the emergency supply? There we go. Suppress. One more and we get it. I'm just going to check our fuel distribution once again. So we're not getting fuel in those two locations. In that case, I'm going to back off a bit. This guy's not going to get fuel. All right. I'm attacking them just in an effort to keep them off our back. Basically to reduce their number so that they can't counterattack and take Pogradec. Otherwise, I wouldn't even go to the trouble of attacking them over there. Not sure why we can't get into this area either. Alright. And unfortunately, they have that damn pizza van, as you mentioned, defending the area. Which sucks for us. Although now that we've got this guy cut off, it's really hard to go back. Get some emergency supply for our buddy here. And I'm pretty sure that if we can hold this area next turn, we should be able to completely destroy him. Let's hope that's sufficient. Ah, that might be what I need to do here. The reinforcements from the force pool. Yeah, I don't even know about this stuff. I mean, we've used the reinforcements, but I think you mean replacements, I'm guessing. Because replacements would help us. Let's go for suppressive attack. Can't believe he's still taking, like, no damage. It's so weird. Very strange. Alright. So yeah, they should be bringing supply. At least according to the indicator, they are definitely able to bring supply. You guys can see now why I didn't come back to the game. It's not so much the game itself, it's just stuff like that kind of frustrates me, because, I mean, if we look at the supply pool, right, they're definitely getting supply over here. And now this guy's kind of stuck. No, I was gonna say we'd be better off getting supply on the other tile, but even there we couldn't get it. Let's see if we can move our supply. Sure, we can relocate, right? Yep. But that's our supply. That's not Or that's our HQ, that's not our supply. However, that might still bring in enough supply to at least get these guys back to standard numbers. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Yeah, so let's take a look at that, because we definitely need to do replacements. We don't have reinforcements, but we might have replacements. Currently, they're out of range of the HQ. These guys are not. So let's take a look. Is it this? Greek infantry. Yeah. Actually, I'd rather put the replacements over here, so let's... No, there's none for this unit. The hell? Here we go. It would just make a really beefy cavalry unit. Should be able to get into Sarand pretty easily this time. There we go, finally. Let's just annihilate them. Let the cavalry finish them off. Alright. And again, we just can't retreat with that unit. That's extremely frustrating. Can't get emergency supply to him either. So let's move this HQ over there. Now maybe we can at least get emergency supply to this poor bastard. Nope. Cannot get emergency supply to him. So let's just do one. Could start bringing these guys down, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to help much. Alright, nice. Another supply location here. That's kind of like a local supply route. That's cool. This guy is totally screwed. Yeah, that was just our mistake. Leaving that guy there. Seemed like a safe place, and I'm not sure why he just wasn't able to move back, but, oh well. Now that he's trapped himself there, I wonder if we should focus on him. But I think I know the answer. He's cut off, so he's going to suffer anyway, so no, we should focus on this guy. Now, they've got the no retreat buff, so they're going to be pretty damn strong here, and once again, not sure why our camp cavalry is not getting supplied. Let's just bring an emergency supply for him. I just don't see I don't see us breaking through there. See, they were able to move across a river with no bridge easily. What the hell? Oh, come on, man. All right. Yeah, that whole part of the game really makes no sense to me. Because, again, when you have this, like, bar, it shows you where the supply's coming through. The little red, like, squares show where it can't go through. Obviously can't go through mountains. But we're just not able to get supply. I remember now why I was scared away from this game initially and why I stopped playing it. Just because you get into situations like this where, like, there's no way to win now. It's game over, basically. I gotta drop my king. There's no way to win. We don't have enough units to break through. There's not enough in supply to break the defenses that the enemy have. There's kind of like a predetermined amount of attacks you've got to do, suppressive attacks you've got to do to actually break their line, and we don't have it. We just don't have them. So I could keep trying till I'm blue in the face, but I don't believe there's any way through. So yeah, if you don't like getting frustrated easily, don't buy this game. I mean that. I really do. It's a great game. It just, see, again, that's kind of just a waste. There's no way we're going to win that. Anyway, if you want to take a look at the campaign, it's just desert rats, of course. I think there's also scenarios specific to it. So if you go over here, let me see if I can find it. Yep, there we go. So you've got campaign scenarios, and if you don't want to go through the entire campaign, you could just kind of go through the scenarios here and play them one by one. Of course, you do need to unlock them. That's one thing you got to do. You don't just automatically get access to them. I don't think, maybe you do, but I believe they gave me the full version, which has like all the missions, probably because they saw how frustrated I got the last time I played their game. Nonetheless, I really do like Unity of Command 2. If you're more strategically adept than me, which most are, that are in this genre, I'm sure you'll do well. But again, if you don't like getting frustrated, keep in mind this game has moments like that where if you haven't done the right moves, you're done. Like you could get 10 more turns and I wouldn't be able to win that. But anyway, hope you guys had fun watching me get absolutely crushed and having my ass handed to me. It's always a good day for an Agrippa Max NES channel viewer when that happens. Thanks again, guys. I am going to make you guys sit through one advertisement. Here we go. We don't have many people that seem to want to become members, so there's nothing I can do about that. It is what it is. For those of you that have become members, thank you. It's $3 a month. I'm not asking